envy you, though, Edna. These little breaks you get. I often think if our Barry got settled. Till then, there's nowhere. I mean, if I want to escape, where do I go?
Escape?
It's hard for women, isn't it? What do you do for money? What about the kids? I think that's why so many women stick it out. Stick with their marriages, I mean. Well, I better go. Got a friend coming round and I want that finished before she gets here.
Harry, be sensible.
Get lost.
I don't know why you have to be so tight.
Why? I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. That and that. That's why I've got to be so tight. It's cost me the earth this morning.
Oh, one taxi.
Yeah, all the way out to Allerton. And all it was a wild goose chase.
Well, no one can buy a car just like that, Harry. It's a big item.
Yeah, and getting bigger by the hour.
Harry?
Hello, love. The car was sold.
I'll explain.
Will you take the chair in for me, Harry?
Right.
Thank you.
And tell him to put the kettle on.
No luck.
I think it was sold before we set off. We were misled. We were made to look really foolish.
Still, I suppose if they want a quick sale...
I bet Bob didn't have any problems with his car, did he? Of course, the union organised that.
Yes, they did. It's got a large area to cover, you know.
Still, nice to have it for your own use.
Didn't you get free travel on the railways?
Oh, sorry.
You're all right, Deb, not as it.
I'm being taken out for lunch and it might run on a while. If anyone comes looking for me.
Don't worry, love, I'll come for you.
Hello? Hello?
I'll do my best to get back by 3, and if it's later, I'll ring in.
Don't worry, will you just go?
Sorry, I'm stopping you. See you.
Hello, Shame. Sorry about that, love.
What are you playing at? I break my neck to answer the phone.
Well, where were you? You took a long time to answer.
Yeah, and when I did, I get ignored.
I'm sorry, there was someone here. But where were you, anyway?
I was only out at the front.
You had me worried for a moment. Listen, did I leave a bundle of papers there? No, they're not really important or anything. It's just...
They're in the sideboard.
Teresa called, yes?
Soon.
Look, you know I've talked to Matty, don't you? He knows about the vasectomy, like, but... Well, he doesn't know about the general picture.
Bob, you told me that this morning. Look, if you're just ringing up to check if I'm still there, there's no need, you know. I'm not likely to do a moonlight, am I?
I don't know, do I?
Well, I can't just disappear, can I?
Why, not a lot of other women do.
Any number of reasons.
Like what, for instance?
Like I've planned what we're going to eat for the next few days. The shopping's just coming through the door.
Look, I can always knock a meal together.
Yeah, but me and only me knows what's been bought to go with what. And if some total ignoramus took it over, well, it'd annoy me.
Hey, that sounds like arrogance I'm hearing.
I know. I'm bad at power sharing. Bob, I'll have to go. Karen's back.
Hang on, Shay, I love you, you know. I know I don't always show it and that, but... Look, I'll see you after, okay? Ta-ra.
The problem's quite simple, Harry. When a car's advertised, it really is first come, first served. We were just too late getting there.
That's because we haven't got a car.
Well, Terry might help us out. He might oblige.
Well, yeah, he'll do us a favour. Like letting him off with his garage rent.
See, the point is, we've only tried Albert so far.
Oh, don't start that again.
Well, agree just to go to an auction.
Well, and get ripped off.
Well, you get a chance to look the cars over first. Get your head under the bonnet.
Oh, fine. If you're a trained mechanic, fine.
Oh, I've picked up a few things in my time.
Oh, Kevin got his car from a dealer.
But the dealers all go to auctions, Harry. They pick up the cars for a song, do them up, and sell them at a huge profit. Now, why line their pockets? Beat them at their own game, that's what I say. What do you say, Edna?
Oh, will somebody pass the tea round? My hand's gone shaky again.
Look, the longer this goes on, the more strain it puts on her. If we go to an auction, there's a good chance the whole thing could be completed in a day.
Go, Harry, and I'll make you a hot pot for when you get back.
That hand of yours is remarkable. It shakes to suit you.
Will you go?
Oh, all right, but just to look.
I only got £1 mince because I think I might stay in town tonight.
Well, it'll stretch, love, if you change your mind.
Yeah, David might be free. See, you know what I told you? I didn't want to get too keen. Not with the other one hanging around, like.
Carry on, love, I'm listening.
Well, anyway, he met her last night to finish it, so we could be out celebrating.
You seem nice enough.
He's smashing.
It's holiday, love. It is with Susie and Bernadette.
Well, I'd tell you if it wasn't. That's why I was so keen he finished with the other one. I mean, you didn't want him staying here. Well, it was the way, did it?
Did you decide on Will in the end?
No, because that was a caravan. Worked out dead expensive. We're going to Morecambe now, and bed and breakfast.
We had a caravan in Rill, me and your dad, on our honeymoon. Right. Tea or coffee?
Oh, not for me. I'll be off in a minute. He sounded almost friendly with him on the phone.
Yeah, well, that was the phone, wasn't it?
It's dead stupid, you know. You'll have to talk to him face to face.
Yeah, well, you can talk to your blue in the face sometimes. It still leads to the same dead end. I mean, I know you may believe in talk. I know how little it can say.
You have to find some way of sorting it out, though.
Well, sometimes no words are better, even sitting in the same room.
You moved out.
There, you see, the colour on the car doesn't match the colour under the bonnet. It's tiny things like that you have to watch.
Plus, there's a dirty big patch of rust on the roof and all kinds of cigarette burns on the driving seat.
Hey, Harry, over here.
It's like a maze here. Must drive Lambton Court.
Hey, he's been looked after, this one. Been loved, this. Ex-registration, just the age we want. Hey, he's only 20,000 on the clock. I think we're onto something here.
What, this?
Well, you wanted British. Well, here we go. Made on your doorstep, this, Harry Tail Wood. What could be better?
This colour, with a stripe.
What's wrong with it?
It's flash. All right for some young kid to tear it around in showing off.
Oh, see, Harry, but not flash, Harry, eh? Well, we can always get a respray, especially if we get it cheap enough.
And what do you call cheap?
Listen, if I can immobilise this car...
Immobilise it? That's illegal and I'd be an accessory. Is that what you're suggesting?
Oh, come on, Harry.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Listen, Harry, just let me think what I can do with it.
But when a government is so extreme, the opposition swings the other way. I mean, it's forced into extreme positions, and any long-term thinking just gets squeezed out. Hey, what's up?
Nothing.
There must be. I'm talking like the SDP here, and you're not coming back at me.
Things to think about.
Your mum and dad?
Well, there hasn't been so bad in the past week. I mean, they're still not talking as such, but you get the feeling they want to make it up. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's just what I want to think. Because if they did split up...
You'd always have your friends.
Does that mean you?
Well, I don't know.
No, and neither do I. She haven't said, have you? If you saw her last night, what she said... You didn't tell her, did you?
Oh, it was just finding the chance. I mean, everything she said about what we'd be doing next term, next week. The way she was banking on me.
Yeah, maybe I was too. Because you promised.
Yeah, I know. But listen, we're meeting up again tonight.
Yeah, but you could meet up every night for this month and still chicken out every time from what I can see. Why can't you just say it?
Not brave or strong enough, I suppose. Does that put you off me?
I suppose it's brave to be honest about yourself.
Yeah.
But don't go chickening out of it all the time, because that will put me off. For good.
Look, Harry. Harry. Look here.
I can't. I'm supposed to be on guard. There's bound to be a security fella around.
Well, I've just switched the leads. An engine, you see, must fire in a certain order. And if the leads are joined up wrong, then it won't start. We've immobilised the vehicle.
Not so much of the weed, thank you.
Good job, that.
Oh, you haven't defused a bomb, you know. You just haven't become a hero. You've just joined the ranks of petty criminals.
I've just saved you a few £100.
There's all day to go yet. Supposing somebody comes along and sees it.
You can't see it, Harry. That's the joy of it. Come on, let's go and get a bag of chips, eh? And I want to find out how you pay.
No, I'm staying put.
What for?
To ward people off who might come close.
But you're not conspicuous standing there.
Yeah, so does a man in the dock. Don't worry, I'll look casual.
Come on, quick though.
Oh, they do, Teresa.
You're different with her now.
I know. That's one of the ironies, really. I felt better. Health visitor came round. Well done, she says. I think we've really cracked this. And now this vasectomy business.
Things really that bad with Bob?
I don't know. It makes me cling to her even more somehow. Sleeping in the same room. I listen to her breathing and... Well, you said it had come, didn't you? Loving her. And it has.
Well, if you love her, Sheila, how could it even cross your mind? Lovely babe like that without a family, without a dad.
I know, but it's like it's not Bob. You're not telling me, knowing how I'd feel.
Well, other people manage, Sheila. Me and Matt, we do, and we still think of ourselves as Catholics.
It's different for me, love. I mean, what I was taught, it's not something out there. It's part of me. If I turn my back on it, all the time I'd be thinking, you've gone against God, you're going to be punished.
Well, look, talk to someone in the church about it then. Someone with a different view of things.
What? Some trendy lefty? Some good-looking young bloke who makes eyes at the girls and shouldn't be in the priesthood anyway?
Things are changing, she.
No. The Pope hasn't changed his thoughts on contraception.
This Pope hasn't, but there are priests who find their ways round.
Well, I know, but the teaching hasn't changed.
Well, maybe it hasn't, but you've got to, she. Your marriage is at stake here. You've got to change.
Hi, Mrs. Grant.
If it's Damon you want, love, he won't be back yet.
Oh, he said he'd be knocking off early today. Do you mind if I waited?
No, of course I don't, love. This is Teresa. Teresa Neal, Damon's friend.
Hi.
Hi.
If you want a drink, love, will you get it yourself?
Oh, it's our Mrs. Grant.
Today's.
Let's hope she keeps that smile, eh? Because she'll turn out a cracker.
OK, you'll be relieved to know you're relieved.
You taking over?
No, we're both off to the bank, quick as you like.
Hang on. What did he say exactly?
Well, he said we'd be disappointed if we couldn't drive the car away for 3 days while he was waiting to clear the cheque. So we suggest we pay cash.
Oh, I see. The Good Samaritan.
Oh, never mind that. Come on, let's go. We haven't got much time before they close.
Well, I don't think we should leave it. Someone might come along.
Oh, you can't stand here all night, Harry. Come on, let's pick up the £2,000.
You wouldn't believe it was my money. And stop play acting, will you?
There. Booty.
I thought only old ladies nick things from restaurants. Old ladies with greedy little dogs.
Don't you believe it? Greedy ladies do it too.
You're putting a bit of weight on you now, kid. With due respect, like.
I know.
They're all right, though.
Well, if we're making personal remarks and it spoils your appetite, you're up.
Hasn't spoiled my appetite. Spoiled something else.
I mean, you'll have the op so that you can do it and then find you can't. Do you regret it?
No, not really. I think I just expected a bit too much.
Go back and see the doctor.
Not really that important.
Oh, I think it is. From what I see, you work very hard. You don't really put yourself first very much.
Well, try telling that to Sheila.
Are things a bit tricky at the moment?
That's an understatement. She's a Catholic, isn't she?
Well, so are you, aren't you?
Yeah, but the things I get worked up about are of this world, aren't they? Like people, how they live, where they work, hardship and so on. I certainly don't get in a state about religion.
And Sheila does.
But this operation's been a disaster for my marriage.
But if things are that bad, Bobby, it can't be just the vasectomy. You can't blame it all on that.
No, it was going on before that.
Such as?
Till a bit private.
What? More private than privates?
In this case, yeah.
Well, everyone's entitled to their secrets. I'm certainly not one to talk.
Look, if you come busking with me, you only miss one day off work. And I'll cut you in on what we take.
I've already had this row with Ted. It's the old guy who's the boss in work. I want to keep your nose clean at the moment.
Yeah, but it's only YCS.
Well, that's the thing, love, isn't it? If that's the attitude from you boys, well, that's the attitude they'll have towards you. Well, that's what I told our Stephen.
And I know there's a lot of things wrong with it, but what choice have I got? I mean, it's better than going back to just hanging around, isn't it?
Not so hot, that, is it, Neil?
No, Mrs. Grant.
Well, don't corrupt him, then.
Oh, all right, Mum, leave off. I've already told him I'm not going once. No, going out.
Well, then.
See ya. See you later. Won't be back too late.
See ya. See you, love.
We'll have to be going soon, love, to the tea house. It's all ready for them, but, you know, they like me to be there.
You don't change much, do you?
Still at their beck and call, I know.
You're right, of course. It's me that's going to have to shift. Well, Bob can't undo what's done.
What about that woman, the one you were so jealous about? Is that still bothering you?
No. Not really.
You've seen him through so much. The strike, then when he had no job and he went cleaning. It's been a damn good marriage, I'm telling you. Hey, what about the laughs we've had, the four of us, over the years?
So what? I mean, what's that got to do with anything?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not clever. Can't argue. But that's why you ought to see a priest. Matty's written down a name and a number. Well, he would have given it to Bob, only...
He wouldn't have been interested. Doesn't think religion's important.
Don't be bitter, Sheila.
I feel bitter.
Look, the priest's name is Father Gibbons, and I'm going to leave it by your phone, OK? Now, I've got to go, kid. I'll see you.
Thanks, Teresa.
For God's sake, Harry, slow down, will you? It's not good for your heart to rush about like that.
I'll tell you what's not good for my heart. Dawdling down the streets with 1,500 quid about me person.
Early?
So, you didn't think you were back yet?
Well, if I hadn't been back, what were you going to do?
Ah, good point. We all tied a key round the back under a stone or something.
It's a bit primitive, isn't it, for an expert in electronics?
By the way, how's my central control device?
Oh, I meant to have used it, am I? It's working perfectly. No gremlins, bugs, glitches, whatever you call them. Come on through, I'm cooking.
Carl, this looks promising. How early did you leave off work?
I've only just got back. I did some preparation this morning.
What, you got up especially early, all for love?
Hardly. The sun was in my eyes and birds were making a hell of a din, so I thought I might as well get up and do something useful.
Well, at least I haven't scared you off.
Why? Should you have done?
A tiny hint I made that I might be getting serious.
Oh, I'm not so sure I'd mind all that much if you were.
Meaning?
Well, I think I'd rather that than think that you were just, you know, amusing yourself.
Oh, no. The blokes that disappear never get their money's worth. I invest something, I expect returns. Well, the odd kiss, for instance.
When I've done the cooking. You've got to make a phone call. Your secretary rang before. Please, could you call them back?
Sorry about that. If I'm to make a habit of taking business calls here, suppose I get you an answer phone. Save you being bothered.
Oh, OK. Might be useful for me, too. What's so funny?
I'm just thinking about me dad and his views on being answered by a robot.
He has this number.
Do you mind? He likes to feel he can always reach me. Just makes him feel more secure or something.
You've moved on so far from him, it's understandable if he feels he could lose you. He'll try to keep you close.
That's what the bowls is all about, and I resent it sometimes.
Well, I enjoyed myself. I wouldn't mind doing it again sometime.
Yeah, this time I might win a game.
If I decide to let you.
I don't mind carrying some as well, you know.
What, entrusted to you in your present mood? You must be joking.
Harry, what's all this?
It's the money for the car, love. The only deal in cash.
It'll be safe with Harry.
Yes, but will he be safe with all that money on him?
Edna, that mugging was only a chance. You read about it in the paper, but it doesn't happen every day.
It does to someone, Harry.
Oh, it'll be all right. No one will know he's got the money on him. We'll hide it underneath his clothes.
Hey, hang on a minute.
Listen, do you want her to worry?
Edna, she's permanently worried.
Yes, and no wonder.
And don't you tell her what you've done to the car. I'll dry the dishes, love, and I apologise.
Oh, where's your spirit of adventure?
Oh, hello. My name's Sheila Grant. I'm a friend of Matty Nolan's. Well, he gave me this number. I was just wondering if I could speak to Father Gibbons. Well, it's advice, really. Help. Yes, I will. Okay. Oh, sorry. Hello. You don't know me. My name's Sheila Grant.